reaction. So one of my favorite things to the head being shaved, and Wyatt did not disappoint.
What is it like to live with Jason Kelce? You inquired. Consider a symphony of flip-flops slamming against the floor, nose sniffles echoing through the halls, and a voice that doesn't seem to grasp the notion of indoor loudness. That's how Kelce's daughter Wyatt describes living with him. Her conclusion: he is a boisterous creature. Yes, her statements are unvarnished, brutally honest, and delightfully appropriate for the man who is equally noisy at home as he is on the football pitch. Jason may be the Philadelphia Eagles' unstoppable force on game day, but at home he's apparently the human version of a live marching band, much to his family's amusement and occasional frustration. And don't forget that this criticism isn't coming from his wife Kylie alone. Rather, the entire Kelce family appears to have banded together to roast Jason's noise. Antics from Wyatt giggles to Kylie's sly jabs. Jason's household MVP title may come with an asterisk. Please utilize at a lower volume. What's worse, no. 1. Not even his kid is frightened to confront him about it. Let's just say Wyatt started the roast, but it didn't take long for everyone else to pour on and paint a picture of life as noisy Jason. Here's how Kelce jokingly described living, with their own human alarm clock. The story began on an episode of the New Heights podcast, when Travis Kelce wanted to stir things up by asking Kylie, "Why don't you tell everyone what it's like living with Jason?" Jason, always the self-proclaimed the entertainer, directed his wife to grab the microphone, but even he was probably unprepared for what happened next.
Just a quick rundown.
Super clean.
Here, I'll ask you this. What's the best and most annoying thing that can come into your head right now?
Kylie began softly, saying how wonderful it was to raise their daughters together. But are we really surprised? The brief clips of their lives on Instagram and TikTok should be enough to show that Jason is the most fun-loving and present father those little girls could wish for. Above all, Kylie appears to brag about how wonderful her husband is as a father. She further remarked that seeing Jason as a father is one of the most appealing aspects about him. Oh, but Travis, always looking to spice things up, questioned her on the most unpleasant aspect of her husband, and Kylie delivered the verdict. Jason is noisy, and she is not alone in believing that this was their daughter Wyatt's view of him.
And that's when Kylie delivered the verdict. Jason is loud.
The most frustrating thing is his lack of volume control. Oh, yeah, what? Jason appears to stomp around the house like an untrained linebacker, completely unaware that tiny humans are attempting to nap, whether it's the clump of his flip-flops on the hardwood floors, his overly enthusiastic nose sniffing in the closet, or his general inability to operate at an indoor volume. Jason's noise levels have become a family issue. I'll claim that 1% of the time, he is liable for whatever happens after he wakes up or disturbs a youngster. It's simply reckless. But Wyatt? Oh, she wasn't letting her father off the hook. She's already dubbed him the noisy creature of the household, which, coming from a 5-year-old, is about as realistic as it gets. Jason's actions don't simply wake the kids up. They also appear to leave Kylie holding the bag when the inevitable turmoil ensues, and as Kylie pointed out, he's not exactly helping matters when he's present. The Kelce family's roasting did not end there. Travis and Kylie went on to tell Jason that his noisy creature trait is not new. In fact, Jason has been that way since childhood. Kylie remembered a humorous OTE from Jason's mother, who used to leave his schoolwork and lunch sitting side by side on the dining table, only to receive a call from him later saying, "I got my homework, but I forgot my lunch." Even now, Jason's technique to finding things has not changed significantly. It has become clear that there has been little change since childhood. No, I am still with Jason. When Kylie informs him that something is on the dining room table, he will confidently begin searching on the kitchen island. Of course, some habits appear to be too deeply ingrained to modify. Jason tried to defend himself, but the evidence was stacked against him. When I told your mother about him forgetting things, she said, "Don't worry, he's been like that since he was a child." I treated his post-game routine as fair game for a lighthearted hit. Kylie joked that Jason is always the last one out of the locker room, not because he is grooming his beard, but because he is too preoccupied with his phone. Dilly-dallying in true Kelce form, the chat concluded with laughter and affection. Jason may be loud, chaotic, and oftentimes clueless, but the Kelces wouldn't have it any other way. After all, every circus needs a ringmaster, And in the Kelce household, Jason proudly fulfills that position. Now, while Jason Kelce's loud antics are a running joke in the family, his role as a prankster father has earned him a particular place in the hearts of his girls. And why not? Can he be more of a superhero to those lovely ladies? Not only is he a total charmer on the NFL field, but he also returns home and makes time for them in whatever way he can, even if it means reading them goodnight stories. Oh, the places you will go. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're going to fantastic places. You're off and running, but his speciality is undoubtedly the turmoil and drama that he injects into everyone's lives, from lighthearted bets to over-the-top shenanigans. Jason demonstrates that fatherhood can be both uplifting and humorously chaotic. Consider, for example, the now infamous bet during the 2023 NFL playoffs. Jason and Travis, who were always up for some sibling rivalry, decided to up the ante with a bet that included costumes, haircuts, and a hearty dose of public humiliation. When Jason lost, he made a serious commitment to shaving his head. Wearing a nappy and allowing Travis to autograph his forehead was all in good fun for the Kelce brothers. But the true payout came when Jason unveiled his new look to his daughter, Wyatt, and witnessed their reaction. So one of my favorite things was seeing Wyatt and Elliot's reactions to having their heads shaved, and Wyatt did not disappoint. Pure comedic gold. Looking to her father's freshly shaved head, she burst out laughing and said, "Your hair, your brain is gone." Jason, ever the good sport, said that I had lost a bet to Uncle Travie, and he cut it off. But Wyatt wasn't going to let him off so lightly, with the confidence of a 5-year-old. She insisted he get new hair, even suggesting he go wild with pink. That's not pleasant. No, it is not. No, you need to acquire fresh hair. I do need to get fresh hair. Yes, you change. You should have pink hair, and because Jason is always up for a good laugh, the pink hair notion turned into a full new drama. When Jason finally received a pink wig, it wasn't just his girls who voiced their opinions. Uncle Travie couldn't resist borrowing it for a joke, but Wyatt, the family's unofficial judge of wig appropriateness, immediately shut him down, pleading with him to remove it. Why? Because D.A. Wyatt didn't get the vibe. Take it off. Take it off. Why? I had to take it off because I dislike it. Travis taunted her back, as he often does, but Wyatt was having none of it. She corrected the record with an exasperated expression. She told Uncle Travie that only Dad Jason could have pink hair since it was a joke. Don't you like it? I thought you stated that you wanted Dad to have pink hair. Yeah, but I do not want you to have pink hair. Why cannot I have pink hair? Because you are naughty and sneaky. Ouch, that must have burned. Uncle Travie blames Jason for the utter divas his daughters have become. These moments not only reflect Jason's sense of humor, but also the joy he brings into his daughters' lives, as Kylie stated on the podcast. Raising their daughters together is unquestionably the nicest part of life with Jason. Nothing beats seeing him totally embrace the role of fun. Dad, whether he's arranging lighthearted pranks or supporting his daughter's innovative ideas, says yes, even if it means temporarily wearing a pink wig. That's the beauty of Jason Kelce. He's not only the guy who stomps around the house like a loud linebacker. He's also the dad who loses a bet with grace, makes great experiences for his kids, and transforms the turmoil of everyday life into moments of laughter and love. Sure, he's a touch noisy, but isn't that what makes him such a big deal in his family? So what are your thoughts on Jason Kelce's raucous reputation at home? Do you agree that he may need volume control? How do you feel about Wyatt calling him out in such a humorous way? Do you believe she nailed it? Finally, what are your thoughts on Kylie's plans for parenting their daughters together? Does it sound like Jason manages the pandemonium with genuine heart? Share your ideas in the comments section below, and if you aren't over the Swift and Keylight crossover yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more interesting insights.